Yunnan is located in the southeastern part of China and is probably a place you might have never heard about. It is a diverse region made of contrast, and it is shaped by ethnic minorities' heritage and by the cultures of its neighbors, such as Tibet, Myanmar, or Laos. To put you in perspective, Yunnan is around 4/5 the size of Spain and has roughly the same population, 47 million people. However, they are concentrated in the east due to the high elevation of the western part. Ethnic minorities account for a third of its population. We are going to explore two places of Yunnan province that fascinated me. This is Lijiang, an old town sitting at 2,400 meters and with 800 years of history. It is the best preserved minority ancient town, and it is famous for its old architecture and water supply system. It once had been the capital of the Naxi, an ethnic minority group originally coming from the Tibetan Plateau. Now they are the predominant minority living in these surroundings. As a curiosity, they created the Tongpa language, a script originally used for the recitation of ritual texts in the early centuries, and the fact is that it is the only living pictographic writing system in the world today. Lijiang had something I couldn't really explain. It seemed to carry me to the past, to a very ancient place, but at the same time with touches of modern life. I remember it as a lively city, especially at night time. There was always something going on the streets. People doing handicrafts, food markets everywhere, music bars, traditional dances. I love wandering through the past and present of this old town and getting lost in its winding alleys. And the views of the roofs from the hill were amazing. I couldn't get tired of it. On a more southern part, there are totally different landscapes, such as the famous Millenary Rice Fields. Visiting this area of Yunnan was not part of my original plan, but hell, it was such a discovery. After taking a 13-hour bus through the mountains, I reached Yuanyang County, a place mainly inhabited by the Hani ethnic group. They are the ones that started to create this masterpiece 1300 years ago. It was built upon the hills and valleys of high mountains, defying all the odds. Great difference in altitude, diverse climates, rainfalls, and ecological conditions. The area spreads across 1,000 square kilometers. The terraces always spread under the village to which they belong, and village's social organization, festivals, and traditions of the Hani are all closely related to the rice cultivation activities. Each household farms 1 or 2 plots of the rice terraces, and one can go from one village to another by hiking through the fields, as I did. Among all the places I visited in the region, exploring the rice fields was the most fulfilling experience of the whole trip in Yunnan. A huge earth sculpture that proved harmony between people and environment for over 1,000 years, and yet remains intact and functional today. Being able to contemplate this masterpiece, living in it and walking through it, felt a blessing.